Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be here. My name's Dean Pettit. I'm in charge of the microphone this morning. And for me, it's a privilege to be here this morning. Of course, being a Sydney sider, I've made my way down to be here on behalf of Blue Blood Thoroughbreds. Of course, normally I do their open days in Sydney, and I've built up a really good relationship with both Carol and David, and it's great to be here this morning. For me,
as you will see in the next hour, they're totally elite animals, beautifully bred, great conformation, and chosen by an expert, and will be trained by an expert.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome also your trainer Mick Price. Now, for those who don't know, and I think it's well known, if Mick wasn't here this morning, he would be perhaps taking on Sylvester Vettel in the Malaysian Grand Prix. Is it this afternoon?
No, that's Formula One. They're actually qualifying for Qatar is the motorbikes. Yeah, Formula One's the cars, mate. They're a bit safe for me. Do the motorbikes.
Now, you do own. Now, this is the wanted filly, wanted first land. Now, there's 2 shares left in this filly. Super Vobis filly. Now, Mick, Super Vobis. For horses, for people who here this morning for the first time, Super Vobis, a wonderful scheme. It gives a chance for owners not only to win a race and pick up prize money, but also pick up extra prize.
Yeah, look, it's fantastic. It's made this Victorian industry a little bit buoyant. I think it led the way in Australian racing, the Super Vobis, because then Bobs came in, WATC West Speed came in, Sabres came in South Australia.
Canberra's now got one.
Yeah, exactly. It distributes a lot more money to a lot more people, which is what keeps the industry, buoyant down that end of things. But look, when Carol bought her and we bought her, she was not overly big. She's needed a bit of time. She's really bulked up now, and I think you're buying a year of time, so it's probably a good time to get into her. We actually haven't seen her here at Caulfield yet, so she's totally untried. But from the time we brought her to here, she's done really well, put on a heap of weight, and she looks like a spunky running sort of filly. So 2 shares left in her only, then we can get her named and then get cracking on her.
There's a few shares left in this Denver filly. Just quickly, John, where she's at this stage?
Yeah, she's been out spelling, Dean. Very, very happy with the way this filly's filled out. She's a really nice type. She even looks almost like a little colt. Beautiful condition, lovely hindquarter and rein on her, and you can see why Mick and Dave and Carol have bought her. She's a really nice type. She's been only down here once for a very small prep. Mick's taken his time with her. He'll fill you in on that part, but she'll start work shortly, and we'll get her going. She'll probably do 5 or 6 weeks with us, and then she'll come down and have a serious prep. But at the moment, she's had no pressure put on her, and it's all about to happen for the next few months.
Schnitzel Life of the Party filly. And there's plenty of shares left in her. Bought from the Inglis Classic, eligible for all the Inglis races, and we talked about the bonus races, but the Inglis Classic races, they're great races because if you can win one, again, it's extra prize money. The bonus is worth $100,000, $200,000, and they can race in the Inglis races right throughout their 2-year campaign.
Well, look, it's a good sale, the Classic sale. I bought Group 1 winner out of there before, and see Brazen Bow come out of that sale, so it's a funny sale. You've got to go to that sale and buy specific more to type. The female side of the pedigree in that Inglis Classic book is often a bit light, as hers is, but got a lot of reference to speed in the pedigree, which is what we like, especially with the Schnitzel as a sire. So that's what we bought. We bought a really nice filly. She's only a baby. She only looks like a baby at the moment, but I'm sure with preparation and spell, trot canter, she'll come on no worries at all. But she looks a runner, and that's what her pedigree suggests.
This filly, just so you know, this filly was bought at the Melbourne Premier and came straight to the spelling paddock. So they're only babies, and she has got a lot of growing to do, but she's a lovely filly. Got the pedigree to back it up. Chosen by Mick at the sale, and you can see why. Mick buys a certain type of horse, not too big. He has a lot of success with these type of horses. You can see the growth that's going to come. She's going to be very athletic, and in 6 or 12 months' time, I'll guarantee you won't recognise her. But right now, it's all just about development. We've tipped her out and going to give her some time before we break her in, and another month or so down the track, we'll start looking at her. But lovely athletic filly. And you can just see, if you just stand back and have a good look at her, how much scope she's got. And as I say, next 6 to 12 months, you're just going to see a magnificent filly.
This filly here, I couldn't believe that she went for the price that she did go for. Fastnet Rock stands at $200,000 a service. I think you'll find in Sydney Easter they're going to make, 500, 1 mil, 1.5. There'll be a Fastnet Rock up there. It's probably going to go past 1.5. This is a fantastic filly. It's got pedigree by the best stallion in Australia. The mare's already thrown a Fastnet Rock winner, albeit South Africa, but I just think it's a real good page. She's a beautiful filly. I know when we bought her, we could have basically sold her, pretty quickly to anyone. And Carol was first on the spot there, and she really liked her. So I'm happy that it's gone to Blue Blood. But I think it's one of the nicest fillies we've bought for Blue Blood for a while. She's a little bit up the price range, but I still think that if this filly was in Sydney Easter, she should nearly be in Sydney Easter. It's probably a $300,000 filly if it went through Sydney Easter. It went through Melbourne Premier, where there's different budgets. But I just think it's a real opportunity to get into the top shelf stallion and female side of the pedigree and tight. Got great bone, typical Fastnet. So I don't know how many shares are left, but I think she's outstanding.